Okay, so text element property center. To use this property to display text in center page, and left element to display text in left element, and right element to display text in right side. To justify, adjust words and letters space space in each line of text content. Okay, adjust words and letters space in each line of text content, and to make same length between each line between each line. Okay, so example on this text element property. Add one HTML document. Text element. So here take one paragraph, example paragraph. This is my example paragraph. Okay, so first of all run this example. Okay, so by default text content will be displayed in left align. Okay, so by default it is in left align. To display this text in center align or right align, we use CSS property, text align property, text align right, so that this text will be displayed in right align. Okay, so this is the right alignment. To display this text in center align, use center property. Okay, center text align center, so that text will be displayed in center align. And also justify. Okay, and the left is there. And next is comments in CSS. So these comments are used to explain our code, and if you don't want to exclude some block of CSS properties, you can put that code in comments. Okay, comments start with slash star and end with star slash. Okay, so if you want to explain your CSS properties, okay, your CSS classes, you can use these comments to explain our CSS code. Or if you don't want to execute some CSS properties, you can put that property in comment. They add one CSS HTML form, comments example, and can use here class selector. Okay, class selector, copy this code and paste here. Okay, so this is the code in comments example HTML form. Okay, so if you run this example, okay, so two boxes is displaying, okay, two divs, and I don't want to uh, apply background color for second div. Okay, so you can put this property in comment like slash star and end with star slash, so that browser will not execute this property. Okay, refresh this. Okay, so there is no background color. So like this you can explain your code also, like slash star below class is for second div. Okay, so you can explain your code what you are written here, so that another developer also can understand what you write here. So browser will not execute the comments like HTML comments. Okay, so go to inspect and you can check here in style attribute. So comments always in green color. Okay, so these comments will not execute in the browser. And next, CSS font families. So CSS font family property is to specify the font types for the text content. Okay, font families are two types. First one is generic font family, and second one is normal font family. So generic font families are font families with a similar look, and font family is normal font family specific is a font families, and like Times New Roman or Arial. So like okay, so these are the font families, normal font families, and you can apply font families like font family property, use font family property, and sans serif. Okay, and the second div use font family Arial. Okay, or Calibri. So anything you can use font family. So these are the generic font families, and this is normal font families. So refresh this. Okay, so here font families. There is the difference between these two fonts. So go to inspect element, and here font family and Arial sans serif, and the second div Calibri font type. Okay, so like this we can specify the font families for the text content. Next to CSS list properties. So in HTML we have two types of list elements, order list and unordered list. So by using CSS also we can specify list style types by using CSS. We set different list item markers for order list, or we can set image as the list item marker. So we can use list style type property, okay, so that upper Roman or lower Roman or numeric values, okay, we can apply for the list items. uh, Add one HTML form, CSS list elements. Okay, so you use order list li like a city names, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore. Okay, so these are the three cities. So if you run this example, default styles is 1 2 3. Okay, if you want to apply like upper Roman or lower Roman, use style property, style tag, and the style list style type property. Here is ID, my OL, my OL, list style type. Okay, so upper Roman. Okay, by using CSS we can apply list style types. Okay, so this is the property of CSS to apply list style types, like lower Roman or disk. Okay, decimal, circle, and lower alpha and square. Okay, so like this you can apply list style types. Okay, for order list, another list also same. Here use same city names in another list also. Here is the ID my UL hash my UL and list style type circle. So run this example. The list style type is circle, so that we can specify the list style types like this. Okay, here we have circle, decimal, again decimal leading 0, disk and lower alpha. Okay, lower Greek, Italian, lower Roman. Okay, square, upper alpha, okay, upper Latin, upper Roman. So like this we can apply. So this is the list style property. Next, background property in CSS. So use this background property to apply background styles like background color, background image, and background attachment. So like this. Okay, use background image, background color, background um, attachment. Okay, so like this you can apply background styles. Okay, so if you want to apply background color or background image, use this property. Create an HTML form, background property. Okay, so for example we can take this div tag. Okay, so to apply background color or background image. Okay, so first of all I want to apply background color for this div. Use style and the class is div2. Okay, div2, and the div height is 300 pixels and the width is 300 pixels, and the background color. Okay, here background property and background attachment, background color, background image, and background position. Okay, background repeat, background size. So there is options by using background property. Okay, so now this time using background color. Background color, use color codes like red color, and the text color, use color property, and 6F or triple F to apply white color. Okay, and run this example. Okay, so background color red color and text color white is applied, and height width of the div also is applied. or I want to apply background image for this div, so that we can use background image property. Okay, so URL, so here we have images. We can create one folder here like images. Okay, we can add images into this folder from HTML images. Okay, so only one image is there. Okay, images folder and penguins.jpg image is there. Okay, so run this example. Okay, background image is applied. Okay, but total image is not applied, so that you can use background size property and 100%. Okay, so background is repeating. If you don't want to repeat the image, okay, use background no repeat property. Background repeat is no repeat. Okay, so background is not repeated here. Okay, full width image is applied to the div tag as background. So if you want to apply background image to the entire body, okay, so you can comment this. You can write for body, use background image and URL of images penguins.jpg. Okay, so background is applied to the total body tag. Okay, using body element. Okay, so here also background image is repeating. Okay, if you don't want to repeat this, you can use these two properties. Okay, so that background is applied to the total only single image. So like if you want to use shorten property of background, okay, like if you don't want to write 3 lines of code, use only background. Okay, only background and URL of images penguins.jpg and no repeat 100%. Okay, so background is not repeating and
But it's not for the full screen, right? It's showing that 3/4 has been filled with the background image and 1/4 with a white screen.
what screen?
Can you open the output?
Okay,
Just see on the right side some 1/4 part is the white screen.
1/4.
It should be fit. It should be fit for the screen, right?
So
But
like
it's not.
background size we have to use background size 100%. Okay, so like this it will apply.
Yeah, okay.
And next, okay, so your task is background attachment. Okay, so use this background attachment and do one example using this CSS property background attachment. And next, CSS padding property and the CSS margin property. So padding property, and use this property padding property used to define the space between the content and the element border. Okay, so we can apply space between element content and element border by using padding property. So we have four four properties like padding is the short-term property, and remaining is padding left, padding right, padding right, padding left, padding left right, uh, bottom and the top. Okay, so these are the four properties for the padding, and we can use padding short-term property. Okay, otherwise we can use this to apply the space between the content and the element border. So for example, in this example, okay, so first of all we can remove this, and okay, so background also only we can use background color like red color. Okay, so if you run this example, only background color and text color is applied, so there is no gap between okay element border and the element content. Okay, if you need this uh, space between the element border and content, we can use padding property. Padding, okay, if you want to space padding left, okay, left side gap, you can use the padding left property, so that left side gap is applied here. Okay, so like this you can write padding, or you can increase this also. Okay, also you can increase this, or if you want to apply padding right, okay, right side, and like padding top, uh, top also 40 pixel. Okay, so like this we can apply space between content and element border. Okay, if you don't want to use this three lines of code, okay, three lines of code, okay, if you don't want to use three lines of padding properties, use just only padding property. And first of all, top side, okay, first top 20, and next right side 30, and next bottom 40, and finally left side 50 pixel. Okay, so padding always takes first top, right, bottom and left, so that you can check here. Okay, so top 20, so that we can change here. Okay, top top is increasing, and next right side, okay, here increasing, Next, bottom. Okay, so like this we can increase. And next, left side. Okay, see here. So like this we can apply gap between content and element by using short-term property of padding. Okay, and like this margin property. This margin property is used to add. Okay, so generate space around the elements. Okay, around the element we can add space. Okay, for padding inside of the elements we can add space. Okay, we can generate space between content and element border, and outside of the element we can use margin property to generate the space. Okay, outside of the element. So here, or here using padding always same pixels. If you want to apply same pixels for always all sides, left to the top and the bottom, just use only one for all same size, same for all sides. Okay, all sides 10 pixel or all sides 40 pixel. Okay, so we can use like this also. All sides same space, we can apply like this. Next, margin property, copy another div, class div1 dot div1, and the height 300 pixels and width 300 pixels. Next, background color, okay, so dark and color white. Okay, and padding for this also 40 pixel. Okay, for all sides. So run this, the same colors. Okay, so here if you want to apply gap between these two elements, use margin property. Okay, if you want to apply space around the element, use 30 pixel and 20 pixel. Okay, for this also same, top, right and bottom and left, and 50 pixel. So run this. Okay, so because of margin property, space is generated around the element for first div. Okay, for first div space is generated. Okay, so first div gap is applied. So you can increase or decrease these sides. Okay, first of all, top you can increase. Okay, see here. Okay, so like this, div is moving, and this is right side, and this is bottom. Okay, and next this is left side. Okay, so like this we can apply the space around the element and work this also second div. Okay, okay, so same margin is applied to the two div elements. Okay, if you want to display side by side, use float property and left for this also. Float left. Okay, so by using float left property, we can arrange elements side by side. So these are the margin and the padding properties. Next, CSS border properties. Okay, border styles. So in CSS, we can apply border styles by using these properties. Okay, dotted border, solid border, dashed and double. And this is groove, ridge, insert, outside. And for ninth one is none. So these are the normal border styles. Right. And these four are 3D border styles, and these four are normal border styles. And this is no border style. Okay, so in CSS we have border styles property to define border for any HTML element. These border styles to specify what kind of border to display. Okay, so like this. So here we have two div elements. Okay, and no border property. So I want to apply border for first div element. Use border. Okay, border property or border color property. We have short-term property for border also. Okay, border bottom, border collapse, border color, border left, border right, border top, like border width. Okay, border width, border top, border right, left, border image width, border bottom width. Okay, we have these are the border properties. So like this, by individually we can use these border properties, or we can use only short-term property, the border property, and 2 pixel border width. Okay, border width and border style, solid border style. Solid border is applied single line border. Okay, to display to specify to specify single line border. Okay, use solid border style, solid and border color. Border color is okay, blue color. So run this example. Okay, so 2 pixel border and the blue color. Okay, and a solid border style. And if you want to apply dotted border, dashed border, double border, you can change here. Okay, dotted, so that dotted border style is applied. Okay, dotted border increases border width. Okay, so this is the dotted border. And for dashed border and double border, dashed border Okay, so this is the dashed border style and the double line border. Okay, double lines will apply to the div. Okay, so double line border.
Like, can you open the output once?
Hmm.
Um, if I select the for the 2 equal to ID selector, right? Yeah, if I keep the mouse over there, it should be pop up, like it should be zooming.
Hmm.
Is it work out like that?
Hmm. Yes, we can apply like that also.
Okay.
So I will explain that concept in JavaScript. Okay, so when our mouse hover on that
Uh,
particular div, we can apply these styles also.
mhm.
Okay, border or pop up.
Okay.
So like this, I can apply border for the div. And double line border. Okay, so double line border is applied here also. So here these are the normal border styles, and these four are 3D border styles. If you use groove border style, groove, okay, 3D border will apply to the div. Okay, 3D borders. So based on border width, the change will be there. Border width. Okay, so you can get the 3D border like this. Okay, based on your border size. Based on border size, 3D border style will apply like this. Okay, and next, this is the groove border style. And next, ridge border style.
Like groove in the sense for the 3D, for the 3D style.
Yeah, 3D styles. These four are 3D
Okay.
styles. Groove, ridge, inside and outside. These four are 3D border styles. And these four are
Okay.
normal border styles.
Like if you don't mind, like once done the class, can you share that material, like what you already
Hmm.
write on the notepad?
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so to define 3D border styles, we can use groove, ridge, inside and outside. Ridge, next ridge also same, but here this is the ridge border style. Okay, reverse of groove style. Ridge is reverse to the groove style, and inside and outside is reverse to the inside border. See here, inside border is like this. Okay, if you give here outside, is reverse to the inside. Okay, inside reverse to the inside. Okay, so ridge is reverse to the groove and out is reverse to inside. And if you don't want to display any border style, you can use border style none. Okay, border none. Okay, so now border is applied to the div. Okay, so this is the border styles. And next, CSS display and visibility properties. So by using these two display and visibility properties, we can hide or show the elements. Okay, the display property shows how an element is displayed, And the visibility property specifies if the element should be visible or hidden. Okay. Display property specifies how an element is displayed. Visibility property specifies if the element should be visible or hidden. Okay, use these two properties to hide or display HTML elements. Use display none property. Okay, display none property to hide the element. Okay, or visibility hidden property, also we can hide the element. But there is a difference between these two display and visibility properties. The display property takes the same space as before. Okay, and it will, the display property, it will not take up any space as before, and the visibility property takes same space as before. Okay, I will show the example. We create an HTML form. Display visibility, and here you can copy these two div tags. Okay, and another div also we can paste here with the same content. Class div 2 and div 3. Okay, three div elements is there. So if you run this example, okay, uh, three div elements are displaying like this, but I don't want to display, okay, second div. Okay, I don't want to display this second div. Okay, just apply CSS properties, copy this and paste here, and we can remove this margin just 10 pixel, and border 4 pixel, and margin for here also 10 pixel, and we can remove this float left, so that height and width also we can remove. Okay, and the same div 3 also. Blue background and text color is white, padding, margin and border. Okay, so three div elements is there. I don't want to display this second div. So by using display or visibility property, we can hide this div. Okay, so one, two, three divs. One, two, three. Okay, three div elements. So we can use this. Okay, second div, display property and none. Okay, so that second div will not display in the browser. Okay, and there is no space as before. There is no space as before. If you use display, if you use visibility property, visibility hidden, so visibility hidden property, so it will apply same space as before. It will access, okay, takes same space as before. Okay, here check this div 2 space is there. Okay, by using visibility property. If we use, okay, if we use display property, and it will not actually apply same space. Display none. Okay, so visibility property and here is display property. So by using display property, so there is no space as before, and if you use visibility property and space is there as before. Okay, so by using visibility property, so there is a some problems to implement the web forms, okay, to design the forms. So that always use display property. So visibility property also we can use, but little bit. So okay, there is a difference between this display and visibility properties. Okay, display property is not occupy the space, and visibility property takes same space as before. And next, fixed position. Fixed position property. So this position fixed property to specify fixed position to an element. Okay. So to specify the fixed position for any HTML element, you can use position fixed property so that no element, for example, create an HTML form, position fixed, okay, and take this to the elements, okay, and padding 10 pixel and margin also 10 pixel, and remove this. Ten pixel and 10 pixel. So run this example. Okay, so two elements are displaying like this. Remove this height and width also. So I want to apply this. I want to display this div to tag um, float right side. Okay, float right side, and height 100 pixels and width also 100 pixels. Okay. Okay, so first, okay, so this is the first div and this is second div. And if you want to div okay, so use position property and fixed. Okay, so that this is fixed position of div. margin position fixed position. Okay, so I have one this example. Okay, so this is the fixed position of div, and I have explained this example in the previous class. Okay, so taken three div tags, the first, second, three, and for second div is position is fixed, and top 40 pixel. Okay, here also you can use, so remove this. Okay, top 50 pixel, and right 20 pixels.
One thing I would like to know, like, instead of we are using in the coding like div,
Hmm.
right? Um, in div equal div space either ID or class. Why you are changing like either ID or class? Why we are using like that? What are the variations on that? Like, what is ID? Like, what is class? What are the variations?
ID class is
Instead of this here, after body, just p space class equal to div one. Just we are taking like that, like.
hmm.
So instead of class, we can take ID also. No problem about that.
We can use ID also. We can use ID or class. So class is faster than ID selector. So that in real time also use class selector. Okay, for application performance.
Okay.
Okay, so ID selector is better than class selector is better than ID selector. So that in real time also most of the people use this selector. Okay,
Okay.
so that I'm using class selector only here in the examples. So that this is the fixed position of div. So we can change here top. Okay, so this is the fixed position. Okay, top. So like this we can arrange the position of div, or paragraph also we can arrange. So like this, so do one example. This is second example, like a relative and observed position. Okay, so observed position is position related to the nearest position element. And next, overflow property. So this overflow property will specify what happens if the content overflows an element box. Okay, what happened if the content overflows an element box. So for instance, we have uh, lot content in the div element. Okay, I have an example. Overflow. Okay, so take some content here from here, copy, and overflow property. Look, add one HTML form, overflow, and use div tag. and copy this content. Okay, and use IDR class selector div1 and CSS tags. Standard 300 pixels and width 300 pixels. Background color use this background color and the text color white. Next, padding 10 pixel. Okay, so run this example. Okay, content is overflowing. Okay, like height. If height is 20 pixel, 200 pixels. Okay, so refresh this. Content is overflowing from div tag. Okay, so this content overflowing this content from this div. Okay, so that you can use overflow property to apply scrolling for this div. Okay, to without overflowing the content. Overflow property. Okay, so overflow property and scroll, so that scroll is applied for div. Okay, so total content will be in the current div. Okay, so that we can apply overflow x, overflow y. So like this. Okay, so overflow property, by using overflow property we can apply scrolling for the div. Okay, so these are the examples for today, and tomorrow we'll explain remaining concepts and we can complete the CSS topics tomorrow.